no secret sentence at the start for recording people. Recording people? Video on demand. People, VOD people. Let's see. Is the DeerDarling stream notification working? Today's itinerary being far. Oh, I can't type. Far from noise. I don't know why I deleted death and taxes for my message. Debts and taxes. I'm drawing. Oh, I'm not playing with music. Is there a way to turn it down? I will say that very strangely, Chill Hop has changed their interface. Which is the source I usually get my music from. And the biggest issue with that is that they've changed their interface such that they don't have a volume slider anymore on the actual like play bar. I don't know what you call it, the thing that you actually interface with to actually play music, and they don't have a shuffle function anymore. So I don't know if they've taken away functionality from the creator dashboard, or I just can't find it, to be honest. I assume it's because most people just download the songs or something. And then maybe I guess I'm in the rare minority who actually do a shuffle play and actually adjust the volume not based on that, but like from the actual site itself. But anyway, nonetheless, if people have a stretch. Yes, okay, so. Last week, we finished Chance of Sanaa, of course. So today we have a new game. A new random one-off game. I dove once again deep into the itch.io bundles that I have. And a game which I was like, this looks like it's just be a sort of like fun, one-off experience. I don't want like a series game right now. I want a game just for a moment, just a week, you know. And it's called Far From Noise. I think it's like an atmospheric story-based game or something. I'm not really sure. Hello, Fodian. Hello, hi, Stinky Deer. Wow, okay. Hello, Carbine. Is that a Pokemon? Isn't there a Pokemon which is like called Carbine, which is like Ice Rock or something and it's floating? Am I making this up? Hold on. Maybe a Carbine's oh, it's Carbink I'm thinking of. I think a Carbine's an actual thing, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, it's a gun. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, hello to the two of you. As I will bring down the title screen. Stop the music. Stop the music. Transition to this. Oh, I should probably also turn off the chill hop thing, seeing as that we are not playing its music anymore. This game also doesn't have a windowed mode. So every time I alt tab, you know, actually alt tabs. Crazy, I know. Full screen. It's crazy. Like I feel like I play all my games now in borderless or windowed mode. But nonetheless, here we are. Let's get started with this. I'm not really sure what to expect. I don't. Again, apart from just some sort of atmospheric thing which may or may not be going on. Who knows? You're along with this journey. I'm along with this journey. We're all going on a journey, and we're all teetering on the edge of a cliff. That's the entire premise I understand from this game. Hello? Do I click to go? Oh no, I clicked to answer. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Oxenfree's bubble. Text bubbles. Honk horn. Hello? Well, I guess honking a horn probably makes the most sense. A lot louder than I could yell out hello. I feel like I would also probably shift to the back of a car if I could at this point. Sorry, birds. Is anyone there or can anyone hear me? Well, true sorry, birds, I'd probably say. But I think the more pressing matter is to try and get someone's attention. Right, just breathe. What's the point? Okay, let's not be that negative. Right, just breathe. Calm. Be collected. Emergency situations. Deep breaths. Everyone deep breaths now. Oh, in. Sorry, I didn't know we're actually breathing like this. In. Out. No sudden movements. How we found ourselves in such a situation is a questionable pickle. Everything will be alright. Things could be worse. Everything will be alright. You gotta keep positive mindset in these times of duress, right? Heh. It's just a cliff. What does heh mean in this context? Heh. It's just a cliff. It's probably not even that steep anyway. Who am I kidding? No, we live in denial until we can get ourselves out of a situation. Just a gentle incline. Or deadly. Definitely not deadly. Just a gentle incline. Nice and smooth. I'll drift down like the dainty feather I am. Like a slide. It'll be just like a log flume. Everyone knows I'm as dainty as a feather, of course. Certainly not true, but we can pretend. And with that, she sank into the darkness of a sea, dancing in the breeze. This is just how I would talk normally, to be honest. All I've got to do is not panic and think as a feather. So true. Just don't panic. You've got to keep calm. No panicking. Panic-free zone over here. No panicking. Simple instructions. Get it through to your brain, you know. Easy as that. Hum jovially. Yeah, I'll hum jovially. Well, I guess not. I can hum right now. Breathe or oh god. Breathe. You can do this. This reminds me of that short film of that woman who was stuck like in the side of like a curved wall dam or something. I can't remember. I saw it like I didn't actually watch a film. I watched like a recap of a film, which I probably is a summary of how I tend to ingest a lot of media. This is like reading the summary, being like, I wonder if I would like this or not. But it was like a woman. She just like woke up randomly, and she was like on the side of like this curved. It was a horror film, by the way. It was not meant to be like some happy-go-lucky moment. But she woke up on the side of this like I don't know how to describe it except for it would be like a curved chair, but if a chair was a wall. That's a terrible description. Imagine, I suppose, basically like a curved ramp or something. Anyway, I don't remember how it ends or something. I don't remember if she gets out or not. So let's pretend that she had a happy ending. She managed to climb out. Anyway, people have been in worse situations than this. And been totally fine and died. No. We're keeping positive. Keeping positive. Just got to keep that PMA. The cliff is an obstacle my mind will overcome. Positive mental attitude. It's a beautiful day and I can get through this. That sounds like something, I might say. And right now, it's just me and you. I don't know who the you is in this case. Name the car. Don't name the car. I'll name the car. Carlos, Laura, or Marla. Marla. That's a nice name. We're in this together, Marla. You beautiful... I can't speak. You beautiful rusty skeleton. At least we have that. Oh, the sun's actually slowly setting, isn't it? Time's actually passing. Which makes sense, because time does pass. Time doesn't tend to wait for anything. I could get used to this. It's not that bad. Oh, is this that song, I Could Get Used to This by... Who sings that song? I could get used to this. Da, 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 da. That's a huge squirrel, or is this a really close tree? Every day, I'll wake up, stretch my neck, crack my back, stretch my neck, probably stretch my arms, look at the sunrise, or listen to the birds. Squirrel is read danger, for real danger. Think about life, think about love, think about both. I guess think about life in this sort of moment. I'll just live with plants and the animals. I've got like most of a toothpaste tube. So we're slowly sort of unpacking. Obviously this is not quite a literal... Well, I mean, okay, it's a literal story, I suppose, of someone on the edge of a cliff. But definitely there's some metaphorical layers going underneath here. Just trying to figure out, I suppose, what is the underlying story here? What is this a metaphor for? What is going on in this person's life? Which has them teetering, well, metaphorically and I suppose physically, teetering on the edge of a cliff. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Who knows? That's a joy of interpretation. How do you never fall? Just impeccable balance and no sudden movements. And you, Marla. Butterfly. Emperor butterflies? Is that the blue ones? I forget. That's quite a serene, location if I wasn't teetering on the edge of a cliff. I'll become a poet, I'll become a musician, or I'll become a master of meditation. Of these, I guess I would choose musician. Master of meditation would be a nice thing to add on top. The greatest musician no one ever heard. If a tree falls in a wood, if a musician plays a song and no one hears it, does it make a sound? I can carve a gear stick into a flute. Interesting. And join in with the birds. You just sing as well, I think. Probably significantly simpler, but maybe that's just me. I'll be their featherless nest baby. It's almost like a lullaby or something of it. It's not a lullaby, but like a soothing thing. You like, if this text wasn't here, you could see it's like lo-fi hip-hop beats to teeter on the edge of a cliff to, or something. And then I'll die. just really lightening up a mood here. Dead and buried at the bottom of the sea. With nothing but a failed life and a wet car to leave behind. Car rocking out to sleep. Yeah, exactly. Rockabye, baby. Great. Rockabye, baby, rockabye. This car's gonna rock you. You're on the edge of a cliff, don't cry. Alright, girl, it's time to take action. I rule my own destiny, or ocean. I gotta take a rain check on our rendezvous. I rule my own destiny. I am my future queen. Yes, future queen. Try ignition or try radio. Ignition sounds dangerous. Let's try radio. This is a beta? No, it's not. Change station. Turn off radio. Change station? Change station? Okay, not a lot on the radio right now. Turn off radio. I assume the whole game is in the car. I've also assumed so. But I don't know necessarily if there's ever any more than this. It's just more of an experience, shall we say. Well, I assume at least. Try ignition. And start reversing outwards if we can. Oh, the car's stalled. That's no good. Oh, we burnt our engine out. Tried the ignition a little bit too hard, it seems. Damn it. Don't do this to me now, or I thought you were done breaking down, Marla. Don't do this to me now. I can't afford to wait all night this time. For the ignition to get back up. Well, we're unpacking it. We're unpacking the metaphor. We just got to shift to the back of a car, you know? Like, I don't know what I would do in this situation, to be perfectly honest. But I feel like I would at least attempt to climb up backwards through the chair to the back of a car. To at least, you know, offset the weight balance or something. Grab anything in the front and toss it in the back. Whoa. The entire world is shaking. But then the metaphor is probably lost of whatever's going on here. Which we've not yet unpacked. Great. I was just thinking we needed a windstorm. Come on, Marla, come back to life. We believe in you, Marla. I guess I'll just wait. If I ignore the wind, it isn't happening. Wait. What else is there to do? Oh, there's a big windstorm as well. I mean, I guess there's lots of winds by the cliffside, isn't there? Dutch angle is back. Not helping. Not really sure how much would help in this situation. I don't know. Maybe the wind blows you woof, up and over back onto the cliffs. Oh, uh-oh. No. Crud. Oh, God. Oh, are you falling over? No. Ah! Keep calm. Keep cool. So I guess this part of the metaphor is like the sort of resurgence of a turbulent part of life again. Crud. Interesting. The analytical brain, it's at work here. It's digesting. It's seeing what is happening. It's taking in. Holy God. I'm still here. I thought that was it. A story about perseverance through even the most tenuous of times when you feel like you're on the brink of, like, breaking, right? I'm just stuck here waiting for the next slap from nature, aren't I? Marla, why do you choose now to break down? I'm not going to blame Marla. For, you know, maybe it was my fault I got into a situation in the first place. Like, is that it? An engine failure? A passing breeze? It all stops. That's it? Everything just done. Over. See you later. Over and out. I don't know. Maybe this is fine? This is fine. Dog, fire emoji, whatever it's called. Maybe this is just how it ends. It's gonna end at some point, right? Yeah, with us getting out of this car. I'm just skipping a boring bit. Is this actually imperceptibly moving in real time? Or is it only moving when I click something? This is fine. Yeah, exactly like that. Oh, it is actually moving as we click things. Not as we click, just in real time. Probably. Didn't realize how wiggly the sun is. The sun is grooving. The sun is dancing. And having the heat distortion, I suppose. It's boiling in here. Turn on the air conditioning. Maybe it'll blow us backwards. Oh, hello. It's a deer. Help us. It's me. Please, assistance is required. Wow. I mean, seeing as I did just gasp, I'll be like, sweet Jesus, look at the size of that thing. Alright, keep it cool. Cool, calm, and collected. Oh, fireflies as well. You've held it together this far, then don't lose it now. It's just a deer. If anything, let's behold in the majesty of it, right? Oh yeah, you might not have actually been able to see it, because the deer might have been blocking for a bit. They're friendly, right? Yeah, probably. Pretty sure they don't, like, eat people. They're just like oversized dogs. Maybe? I don't know. I've heard cows are often described as basically large dogs or something. Whistle or hey, psst, deer. Has this person never encountered a deer? I guess so. Can you hear me? Can you even see me? Were you summoned by my horn honk? Can you hear me? Cows are cuddly. Yeah, that's why I hear, like, a very sort of, like, friendly, you know, like, creatures. If it weren't for their, like, colossal size and weight, and, like, curl up in your, and, like, lie in your lap or something. Ahem. They can charge though. That's fair. Can you hear me? So what does a deer represent in this metaphorical mental state of teetering on the edge? I'll take it as a no. That's what we're here to figure out. Unless he's ignoring me. There used to be a low-by river where I lived, and people would swim there. A few people have been chased. Fair enough. I have a field very nearby to me, where cows are often sort of grazing around. You can just, like, walk past them, walk through them. Because I think they're brought there to, like, eat the grass and keep it on, like, a reasonable level. Otherwise it, like, grows wildly out of control. Don't know if they're there right now, to be honest. Actually, I haven't looked. Are you ignoring me? He's biding his time before he antlers me into oblivion. I'd ignore me if I were him. These are very negative things, which I guess, you know, someone who's mentally on the edge of a cliff probably would be thinking, huh? You just have to be cautious when we have young. Very fair. Don't mess with an animal parent and their child. I don't know if I'd say any of these. Are you ignoring me? Oh. A second animation. What's it doing? It moved! I should also probably just move D, like, somewhere else, right? Oh, that's not the right button. Wait, that's also not the right button. What am I doing? I've accidentally turned it off somehow. Oh, I moved it down, that's why. But I feel like she should probably... Let's move her. Why can I not put her in the bottom like this? Like this. Let's move the chat upwards here. I think that makes more sense. Just so you can actually see what's going on properly, huh? Game is frozen because I'm alt-tabbed on OBS changing things around. Here's like, why sun wiggle? Why is sun wiggle? I really hope a deer starts speaking and is like the spirit of a forest or something. Just take a straight trip into a fantasy. What's that deer looking at? What are you looking at, deer? And the deer responded, the sun. Fetch help, friend. Do you see something? Or are you just being wistful? It really is me. That's cool with me. Your mystery is kidding me. That's cool with me. I'm cool. We're cool here. You want to stare off wistfully into a sunset? Mood. What are you doing? Ah, sorry, I was kidding. ... Let's be silent for now. Hello. Curious about this precarious situation I find myself in? What do you want? Or, very calculatedly observing the situation. I'm sorry for being here. It was an accident. Hey, be careful. Sounds good recovery. I hope it doesn't push it off. That'd be sad. Can you help me? Can I help you? Can I help you? ... at the bottom. Wait, hold on. That was new, right? Have things always been appearing on the bottom? Oh, perhaps. Huh? Wow! Or ... huh? ... Did you just talk? Can you understand me? Are you actually happening? Can you understand me? Well, I mean, they did respond to us. There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. I've definitely got a screw loose. Is that a yes? What does that even mean? Is that a yes? Enjoy the vast horizon, I suppose, despite the precarious situation. Is that the moral here you're trying to tell me? Right. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you, but I won't. I can. Holy God! Well, my mind melted sooner than expected. This can't be real. It's lovely to meet you, Stag. Pleased to make your acquaintance. That's how I'd speak, probably. The feeling reciprocates. Oh, we've met on a significant day, Woodland Boy. Woodland Boy? Significant? How? Why, I'm glad you asked. Today, I decided to go insane. I like how that's a conscious choice that you can do. Is that so? It is so. And how did you decide? Decide what? It's simple, really. Firstly, I drove off a cliff. Secondly, I talked to a deer. Okay. What's going on? Thirdly, thusly, yet to be written. Uncharted. The vast unknown in which I befriend an elk. And then die. Alright. Nice positive spin on things. Not an elk. Sorry. And what were you saying about horizons? There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. None happy in this world but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. So the happiest who can freely enjoy this. I don't think this qualifies for freedom or happiness. Your soul is free to follow the flow of the ocean's tide. Free? My cart is balancing on a cliff face. You've got a funny idea of free, my hoped friend. You are alive. For now. Here we go. Here's the metaphorical talk. Here we see the layers upon layers. You have an ocean of possibility before you. You mean the ocean? The literal ocean? Well, you have both. But the feeling of looking deeply across an ocean, there is no parallel. An ocean of possibilities awaits before you, the pulse of a tide, the sigh of a breeze. Captivating, elusive horizon. Sounds like a capture. You've simply been gifted an anchored perspective. Fortunate, I would even say. I wouldn't really call this anchored. A short burst of oceanic enlightenment, maybe. I admire your optimism. And then eternal death. Well, depends if we fall forward or fall backwards. You seem to still be clutching onto me. Oh, interesting. Hold on, the metaphor layer deepens. This isn't about life, it's about death. Only just. Who do you represent, O mysterious dear? If you are alive, that is enough. That is all. Alive or expired. Well, then I'm in limbo. Is this how you envision limbo? To be honest, kind of yes. I've hitherto endeavoured to avoid the thought, actually. I don't know why. To me, I think I always imagine limbo, if it exists, I suppose, as just like a space of nothingness, really. I guess it's kind of like an emptiness. So I'll say yes. I suppose in time, all becomes clear. You really are an unrelenting fountain of encouragement. What do you represent, dear? Thank you. Above all else, we have hope. Oh, what the heck am I supposed to be hopeful for now? Hope's gone. Way gone. Often seen it with repeating memories. Dear, or getting out of your current situation. Assuming that is your ambition. But talking to a deer situation, the hanging off a cliff situation. It is a situation with a conclusion. The conclusion is not out of your control. It is hopeless. Can I ask you something? Potentially. Am I actually balancing on the edge of a cliff, or am I hallucinating? Both physically and metaphorically. Well, yes. Just not the cliff I would think. The edge of an immeasurably steep cliff. Great, thank you. Not at all. How on earth am I supposed to get off this cliff edge, dearie? How close to the edge am I? How close to the edge am I? Eye-wateringly so. Do I want to know what's at the bottom? What's at the bottom? Nothing out of the ordinary. Interesting. Rocks. Water. Waves. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I love all of those things. Great. Fantastic. In fact, try to calm yourself. Hyperventilate. What do you suggest? What do you suggest? Let's not hyperventilate. Not in a moment like this. First, take a moment. Okay, moment taken. Or I suppose moment in process of being taken as of me speaking. That's a nice sunset. Close your eyes. Oh, okay. Well, I would close my eyes, but then I can't actually read if you say anything. So I'll almost close my eyes and kind of squint. Or the game's going to close my eyes for me, I suppose. Also, can be a thing. Inhale deeply. backwards from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm running out of breath. At 0, exhale, 0. Okay. Nice breathing exercises. Reminds me of like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sort of thing for panic attacks, right? Was it 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear? No, feel. 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can touch. No, taste. That's it. Something like that. Okay, that did help. I'm still done for. That did help. There's a colour seeking one too, like spotting items of different colours. Oh, fair enough. What about mind distraction? I did not see what you said, dearie, but you can gain clarity and perspective when you slow your thoughts to a glacial pace. And also, if you slow your breathing to a glacial pace, you can hold your breath for a long time. Now, what are you going to do? Just sit here, or somehow drive back to safety. We can't stay in this forever. At some point we got to pick ourselves back up and get back to the safety of the land we knew. Have you tried? Obviously. I could give it another go. No, I'll do it now. We have given it a try, right? We revved up the engine. Try reversing. I already tried the engine, there's no point. And if that doesn't work, climb out the boot. Okay, bad idea. That did not sound quite like the correct noise. It was absolutely not the correct noise, or the incorrect noise. The radio was sort of working. I thought this might happen. But I guess that's nothing to do with the engine. Do you know the source of the problem? Let's just say, oh faithful Marla's engine has seen better days. This has happened before. All the damn time. Well, not the cliffhanging part. That bit's new. You mean the smoke? No, I mean talking to a deer. Marla's engine's an actual relic. No, I mean talking to a deer. Surprising. Kidding, sorry, yes, the smoke. Obviously, I attract woodland creatures. Let's have an earnest conversation, right? Is it concerning? Kind of. What lies behind us does not matter. It is best to be done with it. Blunders aside, let us look to this moment as a fresh beginning. Your footsteps, my destination. How can you overcome your quandary? Patience, my man, patience. You shall leave the old girl overnight. It is unclear how much time you have to be patient. Well, we'll probably need a whole night. Let us hope you make a whole night. Comforting. Perhaps you should explore other avenues of escape. Like what? Like climbing backwards? Have you considered getting out? Well, no. No way, the car would disappear. Well, I mean, I have. That was literally the first thing I said, so I'll say, well, no. A viable option. Easy for you to say you're on the right side of misfortune. If we just step out, is that it? It just finishes? Oh. Ah! Oh, I see. Imbalances as we step out. Nope. So, go backwards. Looks like we're here for the long run. How far away from civilization are we, anyway? Oh, perspective shift. I guess as if to answer my question, the game has shifted direction. We have a long car as well. This is like a long bonnet. It's a whole new game. It's so... it's revolutionized. Now it becomes a beat 'em up cross shooter. as you try and defend yourself from the hordes of zombies which will approach you as you teeter on the cliff's edge. It's like a pretty background, hey? Like a screenshot worthy. The emptiness of it all. How far and detached away we are from civilization alone with our thoughts. Even as precariously balanced as they are on knife's edge. We've been here before. We've made it through. But what does the deer represent in this case then? Like a voice of rationality with a car or the person being like this emotional state of mind? At first I thought this deer was going to represent like an actual literal person in this past life. Oh, I turned on chill hop again, I just realised. There's no music playing. So, why were you wandering here? You're out here all by yourself? Clearly they just wanted to walk, right? All alone? Maybe it does represent like another person going through a similar thing. I am solitary in form. No little antlered friends? No. There's a pigeon just taking bird bath very literally outside. A pigeon's gotta do what a pigeon's gotta do. Just you. Just I. Nobody else? Nobody else. He's literally soaking in it, a whole thing. Yeah. He's having a grand old time, probably having a whole public bath to himself, eh? More power to him, little birdie. More power to him. Why? Why not? Well, do you not get lonely out here by yourself? Oh. Is that not a question you should be asking yourself? You too sought solitude in these cliffs. Not forever, though. Well, that's different. Then for how long? Just as long as it took. That doesn't matter. How long will you sort of like wallow in, I'm not going to say self-pity and doubt, but like it's... To me, at least, the story thus far seems to be someone going through like a difficult time, and like this cliff being representative of wallowing, being in that sad moment, I suppose. How long you stay at the cliff, how long you stay, I suppose, in that situation before you pick yourself back up, right? I don't know. I'll tell you later, maybe. I don't really feel like talking about it. And anyway, I totally asked you. I don't know why I've given a person with a kind of American accent now. If I am lonely. I'm no more lonely than a single dandelion standing in a field. Than a drop of rain falling from a cloud. Than this world. A bead of blue melting in time. A bead of blue melting in time. All those things sound desperately lonely, or do you ever answer questions in a normal way? This dear is me. The dandelion in the field does not feel lonely, for it is part of a field. But it's all alone. Alone and lonely are quite different. Huh. That's interesting, actually. Alone and lonely are quite different. Actually, honestly, powerful phrase. I seek with solitude like the sun seeks the horizon. My infatuation with the forms of a world compels me to it. I guess I came out here for a piece of that too. I don't know, I see the attraction. Whatever that is. I may have an idea of what that is. Peace of mind or something. I'm listening. The slow head turn. What if a deer would just jump off? I feel like that would undermine the entire build-up of his point of his story. But that would be iconic. What an iconic moment. This whole sort of metaphorical talk about mental state and well-being. Oh, on endless days I find myself beside the sea, while ocean tides laze across the shore. Poem time. The waves take hold of my soul, and the world drifts away to a daze. Rising upwards means you're an optimist or something, right? Yeah, it's like this entire talk about sort of like mental health, teetering on the edge, and being like, find the moment to put yourself back on solid ground, and then it just jumps off. In these quiet moments, is not the sea a part of me and my soul as I of it? We are one of the same. We're down in the field, I guess. Our souls are as one. I've never been less alone. I thought you would say I'd never been less lonely, rather than I've never been less alone. Isn't the whole point, no, the fact that we're making this distinguishment is not a noun. This distinction, that's the word I wanted, between loneliness, between lonely and alone. Alone being sort of like a more physical, literal sense of disconnect and solitude, while lonely being sort of like the feeling of it, right? An interesting use of word alone there. So I guess it's now sort of like going even further than what you said before. Not only are you not lonely, you're not alone. Interesting. I mean, I'm pretty with a deer here, to be honest. A beautiful poem, though. If anything, is maybe by the end of this, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy, whether we chose to be a musician, poet, or master meditator. Aren't we kind of doing all three? Yeah, a piece of that. I'm surprised the sun has not completely... Well, the sun has completely set, actually. There's a beautiful sunset which awaits before us. But in doses, right? How do you mean? Constantly being alone can't be the answer. I think it's true. Doesn't there need to be some interaction? Interaction? Yeah, you know, connection with people. Humans are social creatures after all. As much as you can feel as one with the sunshine, you've got to be able to wallow in the rain with someone, right? Things are better together after all. I didn't expect to be called out so hard on a Sunday afternoon. If you constantly surround yourself with others, your thoughts will become nothing but theirs, is that what it said? And you will never truly know the voice of your own heart. Constantly, this is literally what I was about to say. Constantly, sure. But there's a balance to be had. But don't you need to hear the voice of other people's hearts too? Interesting. So this is now sort of evolved from there's two different viewpoints of solitude and togetherness. The heart will yearn for kindred souls to share worldly things. At this time, for my heart, the kindred souls are found in the trunks of trees, in the white clouds, in the mellow breeze, in the evening rain. Fascinating. But not all souls are tinged with the same hue. Maybe my soul is more balance-oriented. Balance is important. I do see what you're saying. Out here, you can feel connected to everything. And feel like you belong in the world. And remember you exist. I think that's what I want. To remember you exist. I'll try. So is a car meant to represent like a burden, I suppose, some past that we're holding too tightly onto? Has your mind changed its course yet? Do you wish to confer why you came here? Well, okay, I'll divulge. Be open, be transparent. Be vulnerable, be weak. So, background check. Yes, I was studying. The study of what? I interpreted it as a body. Oh, okay. I can see that as well. Architecture, film, marine biology. Which of these would I most likely study? I guess architecture? I don't think I would... None of these particularly scream me, I don't think. Marine biology is also kind of cool. Architecture. Yep, architecture. Buildings. The study of all things towering and beautiful. Architecture is sort of a nice blend of art and engineering, isn't it? There's beauty to be found there. There is. I've always been into it. Distinct lies. Ever since I was a kid. You have always dreamed in structures. This sounds like the type of person to write in their cover letter, and I always liked to play with Legos when I was a child. Pretty much, well, I can theorize a pretty good reason why. The good old classic engineering line. Theorize away. So, my dad was a total fanatic about wallpaper. Wallpaper? Wallpaper. Interesting. Why? He always liked that tactile noise. He liked the patterns. I see. But he was a bit of a maniac. He'd always be coming home with hot new rolls. When he worked like B&Q or something? Like he'd just happen upon them somewhere. Is he stealing them from his workplace? And they never matched. I don't know what he's thinking. And they never matched. I don't know what he was thinking. Actually, I should have chosen the other one. That's probably more me. But it meant we were always tearing down old wallpaper. So we could use it. And put up new ones, I guess. And changing skin of a house. Use it. Yeah, we drew all over it. Honestly, that sounds like a really cool idea. Not for, like, the entire house, but like a rec room, I suppose, for kids. Where you can just, like, draw on the walls, right? Like, there's a thing you can get, like, blackboard paint or whatever, right? That's the thing I remember the people sort of doing, and then, like, painting, like, a blackboard wall to do chalk stuff, right? We lie down on top of it with tiny little worn-down pencils. Oh, okay. You're using it as literal paper, not drawing on the walls. Drawing for hours, weighing them down even further. It's quite like a negative way to view it, I think. For whatever reason, I always drew buildings. Is it because you desire connection and stability with people? Buildings represent structure, strength, rigidness, bridges, connection to people, relationships. I always sketch fancy getaways. I always drew monolithic skyscrapers, usually bungalows. Fancy getaways, probably? This idealistic viewpoint that you have. I haven't thought about them in forever. They're really good memories. I always think about memories. I did that before painting, repainting walls. Yeah, fair enough. It was the best. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But my dad was always really encouraging about my little exotic getaways. He always seemed genuinely impressed and interested. That's good, supportive father. Maybe because of that, I was super motivated to go into architecture. So I could draw buildings on wallpaper. Wallpaper. Professionally. And so, you came through the woods to the ocean. For what? Inspiration? In a way. In a way, how? Well, I was studying it. Studying the woods. Formally. Now. Now I'm not. You can still study it while teetering on the edge of a cliff, you know? I left university. I checked the heck out. Hello, meaningless loans. Abandoned my prospects of a good old life. What led you to leave? I don't know, I just didn't feel like I could do it. Like, I'd waited for such a long time. And when it came, it was so overwhelming. It wasn't what I had imagined. And I didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Oh. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not creative enough. Maybe I'm neither. What if you never went? What difference would it make? What else am I gonna do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you are meant to do would make itself clear. Fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things meaning. Why not? Surely, that is all you can do. And then everything is meaningless. Yeah, what it is. It only means nothing if you deem it so. Life is what you make of it. So it all meant me dying in a car? It all meant something. But for now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. That's a very beautifully poetic dialogue. Why did you come here? To see the waves and hope my life becomes clear. I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. This deer does speak like me. It does not always work that way. I find some of the most important realizations come not in the moment, but after. That's honestly the truest thing. In normality. When your mind wanders back to this place, when perhaps you find clarity in clouded times. Well, if the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. Gotta leave it to the memories, I guess. Precisely. A recollection is a powerful thing. Life is not over. I suppose. We still have each other, right? I don't know, maybe I'll get back to it. Well, I mean, I think you're a manifestation of a concept or an idea of something, either a mind or an ideal. So I don't think we do have each other, but maybe I'll get back to it. If I get the chance. ... Where were we? Life, death, life. Life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? Dramatic? Who is to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? No, I suppose the mark you left on the world. Continuing on. A new beginning, perhaps. It's the beginning of being dead. Positive. Which isn't much of a start. I mean, it's a start of something, I suppose, technically. It could be. Who's to say? Who indeed? You? Are you like the angel of death or something? No. What do you think? I don't know what I think anymore. You're baffling, dear. You definitely are. I don't know if I'd necessarily see that. At least that's not how I've metaphorically interpreted this. Are you an angel? Of course I am, girl. Look at me. In every sense of a word, no. We're all angels here. Why did you choose this place? Hidden away, lost in space. We used to come out here when I was a kid. I've always loved the cliffs. Used to love it out here. I would see how many faces I could see in the rocks. Was it pareidolia? So many wrinkly old raisin heads, chiseled rock dudes, mostly dog faces, chiseled rock dudes. It's funny to me, all these dimpled cliff bros. Just immortalized there. Flexing at the sea. Bro. There was something weirdly comforting about imagining them there, getting waved at. My moving boulder ankles always got my back. Again, another sort of symbol of stability and rigidness, right? I don't know, there's something about permanence that's comforting, I guess. I don't think that's pretty weird. I think that's a pretty non-weird kid thing to do. Imagination. And all that. You right, dear? Observing? Contemplating? Reflecting? All of the above? None of the above? Looks like time is passing though. Oh, what the heck? Where did a turtle come from? Or tortoise? What is it? A traveller approaches. A traveller... what now? What? Where? Go on, little dude. Do you also speak? It came from the rocks and the flowers. The birthplace of all evil. Oh, it's so dramatic, I've got to say this. I didn't see anything. Rocks and flowers, so evil. In this case, I should think not. Oh, I see it. Rearview mirror, I guess. I can't tell if it's a moving rock or a turtle. I believe it is a tortoise. Ah, close enough. We're not great at identifying animals here. God, it makes me all shivery just looking at it. Wait, if we selected marine biologist, do you think we'd have correctly identified it as a turtle? Soulless, scheming eyes, cowering in its shell of deceit. It's so dramatic now. Let's go with this one. They are hiding something. This person hates turtles, apparently. I like turtles. All of them. I'm on you, tortoise. It's a turtle. Why do you hate the tortoise? Oh, no, wait, did we say it was a turtle or tortoise? I immediately forgot. I have my reasons. It means no harm. Look at it. You haven't seen them, like I have. They're vicious. I mean, I guess it should be a tortoise, right? It's on land. Vicious. Vicious. I was traumatized as a child, alright? By a tortoise. Turtle. Different entirely. You know what their mouth is called? Whatever, still vicious. What? A beak! Okay. Stop. When I was like 9, my brother's friend brought his fun new pet round to our house. Is that a tortoise? Because it kind of looks like it's got flippers. A fun little baby turtle. How fun! Imagine my delighted anticipation. Do all turtles have a beak? Until I see it. Cause I used to have pet turtles. I didn't think they had a beak. I think they just had mouths. Snarling beaks snapping open and closing like garden shears. I think we'll probably run over the hour because, as I understand it, this game only takes 1.5 hours or something. So it seems a bit pointless to stop and do half an hour next week. So Death and Taxes will have a shorter thing. I don't think soft shell turtles do. Oh, okay. Maybe I had a soft shell turtle. So they've forced me to grab hold of its spiny husk. Spiny? Its long snake neck wriggles out and twists round, and it bites, I guess. And it bites me there, and then right on my arm. I had to go to hospital. Wow. That's an intense bite. And it was a baby. Must have felt threatened. Imagine what it would do now. It would slice my arm clean off. Such a one does not look like it knows violence. How can you say that? Look at it. So what does this tortoise represent, I suppose, metaphorically? The masters of illusion. Cuteness is a veil. I'm taking a sort of paranoia, I suppose, in the mundanity. Oh, a frog! Supposedly their mouth is a beak instead of teeth. I lied, they have beaks. Well, looks like I have to ban you now. Oh, hey, look, frog friend. Oh, watch out, sweet frog, they're killers. We've got a whole, like, a woodland Beatrix Potter story or something behind us now. A secret meeting. Not very secret, guys. We can see you. Oh! Ooh! 10 out of 10. Perfect jump, execution, and landing. Oh my god. What? Take a picture. Mum, and get to the camera. That's adorable. It's like a turtle taxi. Oh, we're going. So weird. Oh god, I love that so much. I wonder where they're going. That's a very me response. The night's greatest mystery. Maybe they're like buddies or something and they just hang out. There's no explanation for that happening. I would like to believe so. Me too. Okay, Tat, you've won me over. Maybe we could be friends. Yeah, we're redeeming this person in the eyes of a turtle. Or tortoise. Hey, is it dark or is the shadow of death finally upon me? Death's silhouette stretches to its edge to consume us. I know it's just night. Oh, why must you punctuate my soul, cruel, twisted claw of mortality? Naught but meagre puppets are we, in this cowed scoundrel's insidious waltz. Hopeless fools, pray the end, spare me this pitiful dance. And may we come to rest. It is simply dark. I was getting into that. It was a lot of fun to talk in very dramatic and overly flowery ways. Oh man, look at the stars. Is it a sky full of stars? A sky full of stars? No, how does it Coldplay? I always forget how this Coldplay song goes. I'm trying to imagine it right now. Can I play the song in my head? I can't remember anymore. It's been like forever. I don't even remember the last time I saw this many. It's like a huge amount of stars. I don't even know the last time I've seen... I actually know I went camping at one point. Not too long ago. That's probably the last time I saw this many. Beautiful amount of stars. A starry night sky. The sea blending into the sky. Almost indistinguishable. As if now the vast ocean has doubled in size and opens out before you and above you. You never see the stars. Where I live, you're lucky if you see the moon. Not where I live, but still. But it must be isolating. They mean something when I do see them, at least. Any more than choosing to live alone? Let's not be so sarky back. In the days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Don't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? If anything, isn't it the opposite? You ever find it too mundane after a while? Overwhelming. Just looking up all the everythings. I will say that this story is very much like written in the style that I tend to write things. Back when we did our writing group stuff, like I always noted that I tend to do conversations, as in someone says something and then the other person will just reiterate the other thing that they said back. And then someone expands upon it. It's a very me way to write things. Reminds me of your stories, yeah. Just looking up all the everythings. This was all a ploy. I actually made this game and I just wanted to share it with all of you. That's by the way false. I'm not going to take credit away from the people who actually made this game. I feel the weight of it all hanging there. Billions of light beams glaring straight into my soul. This is stereotypical day. Ah, but the stars are here with us, you see. They share the night with us. Why bother? Why should it mean anything? They're too far away to matter. Again, it's the meaning that you give it, isn't it? Distance is nothing. They're as much with us as I with you. Think. Does anything offer the same tranquility? The ocean? Nothing lulls the soul, lost in reverie, as the stars. You have a lot of nothing X VX, such as VX statements, eh? Shards of glittering glass suspended above us. Yeah, they're beautiful, just isolating. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. Focus? I can choose a star. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, no, I'm going to choose this one, I guess. The game is picked for me. I guess that one kind of makes more sense, like cinematographically. It's kind of like centered in the sky and all that. Okay, got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A literal direct line from its source to us right now. A strand of silver weaves its way across the galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. And the journey it's travelled through, just to meet you, lucky star. Now multiply that by 1 billion, there's my problem. Lucky star, the anime. I just can't fathom things to infinite. It's painful. The beauty of a night is its ability to levitate you, weightless one moment, and swallow you the next. How beautiful. Oddly enough, it's actually nice being out here. Quite the night. That's a very nice moment, isn't it? Sure is. Oh, wait, where's the moon at? I'll give it that. I don't know, it's probably behind us. I'll give it that. Star, oh star, shining at night. Wait. I was trying to recite a poem there, but I immediately forgot what the poem was. Oh, no. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Tiger, Tiger, shining bright. Something, something in the middle of the night. And we used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Let's make up one now. Constellations. Again. Yeah, you know, stories in the stars. Stories in the stars. Say what? Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations. Oh, headlights came on. Dreamed up by a bunch of skeletons, but they're kind of dated. I see. There's stories told in pictures dotted in the stars. Ah, and tales of adventure and philosophers mapped out in the sky. Pretty much, look, I'll find one of our reinventions. Let's see if I can remember any of ours. Direct your eyes to Zoe the Acrobat. Obviously there's Avery the Queen of Steel. Zoe the Acrobat. Is it actually going to light it up for us? Oh. Oh. Zoe. Zowie. Zoe Mama. The Acrobat. The Acrobat. Infamous for somersaulting straight through a bedroom window, sent into exile for his flamboyance. And for awakening originality in people. Oh, what a beautiful story. The government couldn't risk an uprising, so they banished him to a forgotten island, where he remains to this day, performing triple jumps for giant tortoises. I thought he did night turtles. Fascinating. I know, right? Why don't you make up one? What other tales are hovering above? And let me think. Ralphie the Argonaut, there's the worm? It's beautiful. We're actually creating the constellations in the sky in this ephemeral moment between us. The worm. Yeah, immortalized in the stars because it was the... Kind of looks like Cassiopeia, I guess. The first worm. I find it interesting that we have shooting stars streaking across the sky, but they're going upwards instead of downwards. The first worm. Yeah, first worm. The foundation worm. From where did this first worm descend? From the skies above. Or ascend. If I let someone's ear, the worm descended from the very stars we see now. An astral worm. Exactly. And so it travelled across the globe, singing its worm lullaby into the soil, and planting new worms in every continent. What became of the first worm? No one knows. Some say When the moon is waning, as thin as a worm. If you press your ears to the soil, you can hear the lullaby of the first worm. Very, like, imaginative, like, legends and myths invented by, Nervous Child, and I don't mean that as another Coldplay reference. Softly humming through the ground. And the next worm, moon, I shall listen. As shall I. What other legends linger in the stars? Good question. I'm out of ideas. You tell us one. I see something. What is it? I like go, yeah, yes? I guess something here, right? Enid Blyton. Renowned novelist, famous for writing famous 5 and Secret 7. Enid. Just Enid? Should it be Enid or something? Oh, it doesn't have to be. Just Enid, then. Cool. Who is she? A great philosopher. Okay, I'm on board. She was an expert in silence. Was she a monk? Perhaps. A silent monk philosopher. It was by choice, her eternal silence. But she could talk. She took a vow of silence, I guess. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. In place of words, she chose thought. She considered a concept so grand. She fathomed abstractions so unfathomable. What happened to the thoughts that she thought? Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. About what? What happened? But one day, she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevasse. Oh. Her thoughts were so earth-shattering. Okay, that was good. It is customary to stay silent when observing Enid formation, out of respect and admiration. My bad. Sorry, Enid. You've definitely done this before. I've spent a great many nights with the stars. You know them very well. They're all very familiar to you. Stargazing is a very fun thing. I don't blame you. Just observing Enid right now. Is it cold out? Oh, hello. Bird. Whoa, did you see that? I saw a shadow and a wing. It was massive. What do you think it was? No, I don't know birds very well. I'm going to say it was a hawk. A bird of the dark. What is this red cloud? Ominous red cloud coming in. I would say now. Oh yeah, now probably is pretty reasonable. I was going to say pterodactyl, but that makes more sense. An owl! Ooh, ooh. An owl. You do not understand how I feel about owls. They're feathered twilight angels, okay? They're just so beautiful and enigmatic, and a symbol of Athena. Do you want to know a fun fact about owls? Hit me. Yes. Their eyes aren't normal eyes. They can rotate their necks. They have 3 eyelids. But the eyelid thing is probably they have like 1 clear eyelid, right? I don't know what their eyes aren't normal eyes is meant to mean. They're like tubes. Basically binoculars. It's so they can focus in on little mice from insane away. So cool. I wish I had binocular eye tubes. What would you look with them? Time for me. I Phodians, fact. They have 1 ear that's upside down. Oh! That's interesting. Why? You know a great deal about owls. Yeah, I used to be owl girl. Owl girl. Oh god. At school, I was a total owl weirdo. They can hear vertically as well as horizontally very well. Ah, okay. Interesting. Have a look at an owl skull. If I remember to do so, I will do so after the stream. Or maybe during a break. That's cool though. I didn't know about that. I used to have this owl backpack, so everyone called me Owl Girl. There are worse titles. I know, it was a cute backpack too. I was pretty into owls in fairness. I don't know if we ever had those sort of like names or people like during secondary school. You know, like the like horse girl, snake boy, like well, I don't know what other ones, but like these sort of nicknames in that sense, eh? It's almost like life isn't as reflective of high school TV shows. Or maybe our school was just different. I don't know. Or maybe I just wasn't aware of them. Who knows? People asked me about it and I was just like, owls are cool, okay? They are cool. Symbol of wisdom. Interesting. I wasn't really doing myself any favours, I guess. Owls are fascinating. And complex. I have lost many a night to intrigue following the moonlit escapades of an owl. Yes! High five. Yes. Owls. Da, da, da. Well, never mind. Mental high five. High hoof. I was literally just thinking it's like it should be high hoof, not high five. Actually, that's an interesting point. Do you call it a high five based on what, you know, what appendage is the wrong word, but body part you have, or do you do it based on what the other person has? I don't know. Man, I wish you were around when I was in school. I won. Kids would be like, hey, owl girl. And you could just hit them in the face. I don't know if violence is the answer. If you like. Wow, mysterious me. That's what I'd say as well. If you like. Excellent. I can see it now. Oof. Alright, fair enough. Ooh, the owl's back. Was it an owl? Hey, that was it again. Got a pretty decent neck this time. It is massive. What's the largest owl? I think it's a great horned owl. I guess maybe that's one of the largest ones. How do you know? I saw its horns and their very ear tufts. Do you think it's hunting us? I don't think that's even remotely possible. It is most likely attempting to make sense of his picture. I think that's also probably fair. I would imagine it to be an odd one from above. It's an odd one from down here. Man, it could definitely just slap me off with this cliff with one wing. Please don't, blessed owl. I had a backpack for you. An ironic fate for an owl girl. They check you out with the jokes. Jokes about my death. Smooth. You know, you gotta have a bit of a morbid humour, I suppose, in this situation, eh? People imagine owls to be these stern, intense, loner birds. Ooh, here we go. Now we're getting into the imagery here. The metaphors. In reality, owls are probably pretty chill. It's not their fault they've got binocular eyes. An owl's business is that of a mystery. Oh, it's back. Ooh! Landing on the back? Nope, landing on the front. Oh, God. Is it on the car? You would have thought it being at the back would help balance backwards. I can hear its feet. It has landed. On you. Oh my god, what's it doing? It's sitting there, studying. Surveying the area. Oh, why did it have to land on me? Perhaps it's a blessing. If this was any other situation, this is literally my fantasy. I don't see why it can't be still now. It means no harm. It surveys. It's gonna survey my death if it makes any drastic movements. Just sit tight and wait. It will leave. I'm not going to honk a horn. Oh, wait. It can do its own thing. If it starts talking too, I'm going to lose my mind. Interesting sort of thematical of animals coming to visit and the different themes I suppose they bring with them. Fare thee well, owl. May blessed be your journey. Oh, wow. Bloody heck. Damn. Goodbye, sweet owl. Please don't come back. I can't breathe. Damn. That was kind of amazing and kind of terrifying. In my experience, the greatest emotions are felt in the moments of fear and awe. I would probably agree with you there. Most intense emotions, certainly. Although I could do without anything else sitting on the car tonight. Tonight, anything could happen. Seems like it, buddy. Anything can happen. Anything could be real or not a dream. I don't know anymore, dear. Do you? Do I what? Do you know? Do I know what? I don't know. But neither do I. I don't know what I feel anymore. A piano could drop on me right now and I wouldn't feel it. I just don't care anymore. I'm sick of clinging on pointlessly. Why should I still care? About living? No? Where are you going, dear? Or what are you looking at? What is it? Wait. Rain! The evening rain! I guess it's more like nighttime rain. Midnight rain. Also very, very horizontal rain. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I totally forgot about this place. What? About this place? I can't believe I forgot. It used to rain here every single time when we were kids. It's like notorious. Alright, everything I said before about things being bad, magnified by this. They were fine. Now they're bad. The beauty was just getting started. What? What is more beautiful than this? Literally anything else at this point. But is anything more mesmerizing than the transformation brought by the rain? Puppies! Not being here. Life would be nothing without beauty. Well, we're not going to be alive to see it. We're? Interesting. Use of pronouns there. Well, not pronouns, well, use of a collective first person there. You worry about death while life ignites around you. Leaning into more of this sort of subconscious idea of this deer being an ideal of us. Or ourselves. I'm also so shocked by the way that Twitch had the category far from noise. This is a fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Ooh. Storm. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart for wildest form. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky. Quake shake the ocean to cry out. Blistering crescendo from every form of life. All are thrust from rest to revel in violent beauty. From rest to revel in violent beauty. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. Get over dancing metaphor. Oh, did that strike us? That would be spooky. Especially since we have a toiletry literally like a couple meters to the left of us. Storm really hates that ocean, huh? water being so salty and conductive. Which is not really what I think determines lightning strike. Oh, I guess it would. I feel like I should be terrified. With the wind and the rain, you'll be hard as a stone. In a world that you can't get above. But I'm not. That's good. I don't know what I feel. So the second time round, through times of hardship at your lowest moments, you know, with the wind, terrified. This time, even worse, but somehow we'll persevere through it all. Maybe with a different perspective. Maybe with a deeper understanding. Maybe with some distance and clarity. Things can be seen in a whole new perspective. Stormy weather though. I just can't believe how horizontal this rain is. It's just so horizontal. Or diagonal, I guess, technically, but you know what I mean, right? And just like that, this too shall pass. All things pass in the end. The ever-moving tick of time continues forward. Oh, that's good, I think. Storm stopped. We're chilling. Probably. Maybe. Relaxing. Looking all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of school. Have you ever seen anything like that? Like a storm? What I have seen storms were never too quite the same. I feel like I can still feel it shaking the ground. You know, the residue, I suppose, afterwards. We're still here. It's probably almost morning time, right? We're going to have sunrise soon. I guess from behind us rather than in front of us. Maybe that's what's happening, because it does look like the sky is changing colour. Oh, Christ, now the sun's coming up. Thus lifts the veil of night. This night. I can't believe we've been here the entire night. This night. How come that many things happen? You and I are invincible. For it all we can withstand. Honestly, I don't even feel like the same person. You've been forged in the fires of staring death in the face. I came out here so worried about what I'm supposed to do. I never thought what I could do. But it all seems so inconsequential now. The Life is Strange vibes coming in. Yeah, I can see that. Especially in Life is Strange 3, where you just like sit on the benches and sort of like reminisce, right? It's also pointless. Which is actually a relief. The waves will keep on crashing after I'm gone. The tree will still be clinging on, the grass will still be blowing. Well, I was thinking in my mind the wind will still be blowing, but, you know, grass can as well. Even if I never came back, this doesn't need to change. If I never came here in the first place, it will still be here. That consistency is so grounding. Just like a building. Like, it doesn't matter what I do in the future. It really doesn't make a difference. Yes, the ocean is beautiful. Maybe I'll be buried in it tomorrow, but it's pretty okay now. It's nice to just have that right now. Yeah, the moments you have now. I know this cliff will still be here even if I left. Here we go. We're finishing up, we're tying up this metaphor here, everyone. We're in it for the deeper layered imagery and story. And just being here. Away from everything else. Even remembering that it's here. even remembering that. It's like soaking up a sponge with a horizon of the clouds and everything. It's just a way of putting it. Soaking up like a sponge. And then just taking it away. No clouds at this moment, though. Our thoughts are clear. Leaving. We're not talking about the cliff anymore, are we? Knowing that it all carries on, this too shall pass. And the infamous phrase. Life moves on, with or without you. Just like we do, I suppose, well now. Hey, where are you going? Oh, puddles of water. Is this our farewell? Will I ever see you again? Who knows? Don't leave. Don't leave. Goodbye, stag. We came to our conclusion. Their purpose is done. The greater tranquility of which we have reached. It's just us, Marla. Has been attained. Want to give it another shot? And I bet it'll cut to black as we try and rev up the engine, making it ambiguous if we drove off or not. Start engine. It'll close and we'll hear the engine revving sound. And then it'll cut out. How did I know? Because that's what I would have done as well. Did we ever make it out? Who knows? But if we didn't that day, there's always the next day. I wouldn't have done it like this, but this also works. For ambiguity, which side of a cliff are we now on? Forward or backwards? Created by George Batchelor. Oh, that was a very nice sort of like atmospheric story experience. I thoroughly enjoyed that, to be honest. Oh, I've frozen it now as I was trying to move everything backwards again. With music by George Lenton. But I can't alt-tab this. Thank you very much, George Lenton. Additional sound design by Andrew Inwood. And graphic design by Lottie Fry. What a very cute... I'm not sure cute's the right word. Interesting story of exploration. Radio? Oh, there's actually multiple people on radio. I should have switched with more radio stations. I thought it was literally just 2. Interesting exploration. Inspired by Emerson, Muir, and Thoreau. Someone on this sort of like cliff's edge, teetering state of instability. Oh, there's Marla. What was the other name? Is Marla, Laura? Can't remember. Made of yarn and unity. I don't even know what yarn is. Teetering on the edge of the sort of exploration of these ideals that surround it. Continuing on, the beauty of tranquility, I suppose, loneliness, being alone, isolation. What are you seeking for? Of a piece of nature. How very fascinating indeed. And what happens now? It just starts again, I guess. So true, bestie, so true. Oh, that's a very nice experience. Let's bring the title screen back up. Why is the title screen down here? What's going on? I've highly messed everything up with my OBS thing. What am I doing? Okay, quit this. Move things back to where they should be. I don't think D's in quite the right place. Why is it like this? Oh, that's the wrong button. Something like that. Is that good or is there a gap underneath? No? Okay, that looks good. Bring the chat back down. Lock it in place. Lock that in place. Okay, so we have 25 minutes. It's not a lot of time for death and taxes, I suppose, but it might be enough time for like 1 day or so. Might as well, after all. Where on earth is my death and taxes? That's a really cute experience, and a very sort of wistful experience, one to reflect upon. Philosophical. That sort of journey is always one that I very much appreciate. But we'll have a quick sort of jaunt into death and taxes. A couple of days. We don't have many that we can do, I suppose, but Mortimer's. I don't remember what we ordered. Anyone remember what we ordered? I guess it must have been a suit or something. Did we get more Reaper things? No, did we always have as many? I don't know. I still like this. I don't really remember what we're doing, I'm going to be honest. Anything in the store that tickles our fancy?
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
Thank you. A fancy suit, bow tie edition. Oh, it's so cheap we might as well buy it.
Oh. Don't tell your captain about this. 'Tis one of theirs.
We stole one of their bow
Sold a great
ties?
deal of time ago, though. Like 'tis between 2 months at least.
2 months is not
remember
that long.
Like yesterday. Barely made it out of the wardrobe alive.
What?
Have you seen how far it goes? Many skeletons are in there.
The fate's got many
Almost
skeletons in the
became
closet.
one of 'em. But you can't trap old Mortimer that easy.
A desk lamp. Oh, wait a minute. It was not the price I thought it was. For some reason I thought it cost 100 and I was like, that's so cheap we might as well buy it. Is that we had 800 and we were going to be left with 100. I very much misread that. Because I remember someone was saying that we should try and get a lamp, but so be it. Death and tuxedos. Archangel, hardcore, oldtimer, hot dog, pineapple, Manny, King of Halloween. I still don't like it more than this one. This get up is the get up. What do we get this time? I don't even remember what we did last time, to be honest. Crow's news. Physicist sacrificed himself in order to prevent radiation leak. Noted archaeologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Faradin, shot by militia group. Interview with a forger who works with security firms to make the world more secure against forgeries. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, this is like, we had to keep like a load of random criminals alive or something, right? Challenger at the swiftest typist World Cup type so fast that they accidentally break a finger. AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder of Transglobal Inc. Hello, Grim. Hello, Kia Grim. How about we try some brand new methods of strengthening the equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structural nature. Total 2 humans have to die. The humans on the opposite ends of a profile bundle have to die. Okay. Yes, this may be the key. So you think the answer is having more structure. So these two have to die. Saskia Solnas, 19 student. Saskia has a penchant for studying in general. They're not really trying to get anywhere or achieve anything specific at the moment, they're just learning all that comes with their field view. This approach may at least get them on the college challenge quiz team. That's pretty good. Going on university challenge. Caleb studied Rondo. Right after graduation, Caleb went to work at a Acedia institution. Acedia? Doesn't Acedia like mean sloth or something in Latin? Where they have been researching strange experimental pathogens. The goal is to achieve a potential breakthrough in human cell regeneration. It's a pretty dangerous job, as it oftentimes involves the use of very sharp instruments. That's the dangerous part, not the pathogens. I mean, you both sound like pretty, good people. Tara Rickney, PA. Tara can read the thoughts and feelings of their boss at any given moment because they successfully learned all the minuscule facial twitches. Although they often tell everyone of their career ambitions at length, in truth, they're just happy to help. I mean, you also sound like a nice person. David is the founder of Transglobal Inc., a company that produces high-tech gadgets like smartwatches and digital home assistants. For the past 5 years, David has been a foremost proponent of algorithms and artificial intelligence research. Oh yeah, we saw the stuff about the news, right? Okay, well, I mean, I don't see any reason that for there to be much judgment. These all seem like stand-up people, to be honest. The humans on the opposite ends of a profile bundle have to die. It is very weird that we're getting stuff now based off the physical space that the bundle of the profiles took off. You had your review. Oh yeah. We also didn't get paid at one point because of the cat stealing our profiles, right? The cat hates us.
My fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
I'll do my best to help.
I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique after all. I have much experience.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Indeed.
Share the stories you have with the world.
I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback.
Okay.
All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to...
I don't know if the cat hates you rather than it's just spicing things up. Wants you to be less boring, wanted to tell on you. Excuse me. We have a job to do. And it's one I will do well.
Meow. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
How dare a cat try and interfere? Interfere with someone else. Interfere with someone who's doing a bad job. Two birds, one stone. What's this pig squeak, like, oinking noise? Which happens ever so often. Anything fascinating over here?
Ye drive a hard bargain, mate. But Mortimer does love a good scupper.
Pumpkin jack. We should try saving up for the lamp again. Because we are like a moth. Or like fireflies to a light. Can't remember how the rest of it goes. Do your job! Excuse me? I normally do, I like to think. What's going on with the news? Everything's on fire in the snow globe. Bad things happening, I guess. Young researcher dead from a yet-to-be-identified pathogen, and doctors left puzzled. Researchers find numerous backdoors in Transglobal Inc. products, granting access to any number of unknown parties. I mean, this was going to happen anyway, to be honest. Fashion firm reports record earnings, promises spread wealth around, but just a tiny bit. A fresh idea. I hope you are still well motivated for my performance discussion. We're trying out another new structural method. You'll be required to demonstrate utmost precision. All humans in the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Okay, sure. So these three are meeting their untimely demise. Conrad Ulmer. Conrad is obsessed with building the ultimate gel nails. Their design keeps getting wilder and more impractical each day, but customers keep coming thirsty for the fashionable weaponizable nails. Just double checking. Yeah, the bottom row have to die. Might as well just mark them for death now then. Anderson Weller. Anderson has saved countless of businesses from going completely bankrupt, yet the only business they can't seem to save at all, for some unfathomable reason, is their spouse's DVD-CD rental shop. It just steers into failure all the time. I feel like we're a little bit past the time for DVDs and CDs, depending on when this game is meant to take place. I guess it's time immemorial, but still. Jewel Gray, biochemist. Jewel was born into the countryside but moved to the big city to go to university. They like rock concerts and bars, although their visits have fallen due to having substance abuse issues in the past. They're trying to find a cure for chicken flu. Well, unfortunately. Maybe you'll tragically be infected with it. Garrett Galt. Inventor scam artist, okay. Who is this person? A nobody. In vain and arrogant, they promised numerous grand inventions, all of which failed. And blinded by egoism, they refused to learn any lessons and continued on this path, ultimately leading to the ruin of several businesses and the death of a number of people. Nikolai Hillis. Nikolai isn't going to work anymore, ever. And they really don't have to, because once upon a time they stole a ton of money in a heist, then hid the money, and then all their heist partners died due to more or less mysterious circumstances. Wow, okay, you should have like a movie about you or something. Sahira Al-Zafari. Sahira is a downtown bus driver. They're putting double shifts to save money for opening a small vegan muffin shop. Aww! They can barely make it to the bathroom or eat during their breaks. When they get home, they collapse in exhaustion. Oh my word. It sounds like a very painful existence. Varro Magnin, Daredevil. Before turning her attention to stunts, Varro was into gymnastics, hand-to-hand combat and parkour. Their honed mind and body is now used for doing amazing or just weird tricks. Their latest idea is a classic, going down an enormous waterfall in a barrel. They're an avid environmental activist. You should not do that, dude. But somehow you will live. Because fate has decreed it so. And I'm not one to try and change destiny. Nikolai, you somehow got away with it. And... well... I've committed to this path of... do as fate decrees. So I'm going to stick it out, you know. See what happens. That guy, not a good dude. But sometimes not good dudes live.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me.
How so, fate?
Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Maybe, but it's not our call to make. Yes, they should go. No, we need them.
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
I really don't see this line of thought going anywhere.
Never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Actually, I do have thoughts on loyalty.
Ears, Grim.
Don't you think this flows too one way? It doesn't seem fair because I've got basically no agency. It's nothing special. I just like doing what I'm told.
Such is the nature of loyalty.
Loyalty being one way, I guess so. Hardly, you're just arrogant, always demanding, never giving back. Terrible thing to say to a boss, so I'm not going to do that for my own livelihood.
I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
I didn't get my daily review.
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you.
What's going? What happened? He was asking about the point of humans existing.
Well done and all that.
He doesn't care about
Now
this anymore.
depart. I have things to contemplate.
Interesting. Why do humans exist? Just to suffer? Or why we need them at all, I suppose. I still don't understand what this pink winking noise is. Also, we haven't had ruminating thoughts in our mind for a while. And I will say, our job is much easier now when it's just do this.
Batten down the hatches.
What is that?
'Tis a storm of sails.
Storm of Sails? Eye of Anpu. This hound really gets around and grants you a stunning canine visage. We gotta see what that Eye of
Ever
Anpu
been
looks
to
like.
the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be
Doonies?
ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes.
Ancient Egypt, I suppose.
Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the owls of the World Eater rang in my ears.
The World Eater?
But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured.
What's going on?
'Tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
We'll see what sort of jackal it turns us into. If it turns us into the same, like, cat one before, then I'm gonna be a bit more tenuous about it. Ooh, there you go, thoughts are back.
Hey there. What you up to, killer?
Oh, you know, killing people. What now? We ever kidding?
Sure you are. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count?
I would ballpark with around
Starting to
50.
Look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name.
Such is a way of life.
Grim Reaper.
That's my name, so what? I'm not hurting anyone personally. Not my place to rattle the status quo.
The great engine of life always stops. Someone's gotta stop it. Just happens to be you. Directly in control.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Well, if he didn't like me in the end, he would just pick someone else who would also abide by whatever stipulations he has. Oh! Winter is coming. Foxy. The goodest doggo. Jackal. Stealth. You know, I'm still going to stick with El Clasico. The Jackal ones are pretty cool though. What we need is a Jackal with makeup. And then I'll be like, yeah, that's it. I just find the makeup one of the skeleton so funny. Just with how it's applied and everything. Wow, things are really on fire over here, huh? I've always thought this is meant to be reflective of the world situation right now. So it's pretty bad. Young biochemist dies in a fire at work. Is chicken flu ever finding a vaccine? You must see this video of a laughing man dressed as Indiana Jones stealing a raw chicken from a store. Huh? A spree of bankruptcies strike the chocolate pudding trading industry. Chocolate scarcity now in effect. Local manufacturing plant ruined by rampant incompetence. That was A scam artist, right? Couple narrowly avoids death after experimental toaster explodes in burned down house. 5 reasons why you should go to the new vegan muffin shop Double or Nothing right now. That's a vegan muffin one. Law enforcement on the lookout. Old stolen banknotes reappear in circulation. I don't know where this came from. Sport Boy 7. I mean, it's for a good cause and all, but the barrel off a waterfall trick has been done a lot in the last 100 years. Not impressed. Doesn't seem to like you, wonder if he'll replace you. Quite possibly. Give me instructions and tidings, Grim. Life should not be too predictable. Do you not agree? We could use a bit of alternation every so often, and I have developed just the thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Must now return to my research. Okay, so every other profile, so you live, you die, so these 4 die, I guess. Well, it kind of depends what you mean by every other, because you could start at 1, and I presume you mean these 4 though. Vivian Kennedy, music teacher. Vivian works with children with learning disabilities and helps them learn musical instruments. They also sing in a choir, at whom Vivian takes care of the 4 wonderful cats. Sorry, no longer. Bjorn has been unemployed for nearly a decade. After many failed job attempts, they lost motivation to try again. To pass time, Bjorn has started obsessively watching rom-coms, even quoting them in random conversations. Right, fair enough. Samuel Van Silak. Samuel is an editor with a tragic past, one they've always kept to themselves. Every day it gnaws at them, causing intense sorrow that can never be alleviated. To numb it all, they become addicted to painkillers, which often cause them to hallucinate mythological things. That's just a sad story. And Zygmunt Zozi. For more of the available activities. Zygmunt only likes watching TV, playing computer games, drinking beer, and eating pizza, without even live streaming it all. Insane. They live with their mother and claim to have no mission in life other than wasting the world's resources. Okay, well, strange. Just weird energy. Keiji Sakai. Keiji made a fortune with a protein bar factory, allowing him to retire early. They decided to use a hard-earned fortune helping a community supplying the impoverished regions with free potato plants and helping them become self-sufficient. Nice. Alois Harnack, choir singer. Alora is a professional singer who joined the church choir at the local town. They offered their singing skills to the church partly to become more devout, and partly to have better access to the church wine cellar. Okay, well. Erwin Radebua. Erwin went to caregiving business when they ran out of things to do. In truth, they had very little care to give and very sloppy at their job, mostly trying to con the elderly into giving them money or having them buy fake insurance. Horrible. Jesse Ford. Jesse is committed to writing the perfect sermon, and are thus oblivious to the turmoil at home. Their spouse is fighting a substance abuse problem, and their children are planning debauched parties. Debauchery? I've never seen it conjugated like that. Luckily, Jesse just found a new maid with unusual but effective methods for keeping things under control. It feels like it's a reference to something, but I have no idea what it is. Anyway, you two are living. Such is the way of machine, the uncaring machine of life and death has decreed that you live. Just, honestly, through random chance. Which is, you know, sometimes how life works in a sense. Some things increase those odds, some things don't. And in this case, what increased those odds was, I don't know, being in the every other step. This might be the last day we do for today, we'll see. I don't know, we're actually like blazing through the days, mainly because we just follow a formulaic pattern now, don't we?
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Now, you might find this shocking.
Okay.
Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry.
Are we getting your job now?
Compose a novel most illustrious. One that will explain everything.
Cool, can I read it?
Certainly. Once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Oh, thank you, Fate. I'm glad we have such a bond.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes?
Yes.
A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see.
Nice.
Your adherence to the rules is admirable.
Thank you.
Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
You're gonna write an entire novel in one day? That's insanity, Fate. Straight up insanity. How much money do we have? What is this honking noise? It's not even a honk, it's an oink, but... We also haven't gone to a bar in ages, but we can't. Calendar. All 28 days a month. Well, I don't think we have enough time to do stuff on the next day, so we might as well just start the next day. Have a quick look at the shop.
Cord blimey, you're looting. All me wares.
All my wares. Oh, we could buy this today after we work. Unholy smokes. Okay. I suppose with that note, well, that's all we have for Death and Taxes today. Certainly a lot shorter, but mainly because we spent a lot of time playing whatchamacallit. Oh, I accidentally clicked on the thing. I'll quit out of here before I can save my progress. Spent a lot of time on the edge of a cliff instead. Ah, this is so loud. Turn that down significantly, I would say. Okay. So we'll take a short break and we'll come back with doing a little bit of drawing for the thumbnail art. So I'll see you in a few minutes. And we are back. You know what I was going to look up? I completely forgot. Let's look up the owl skull. Owl skull. See if we can see the ear shape. You can see it in this diagram from British Trust of Ornithology. It's very asymmetrical. That's fascinating. Who knew owls had such strange anatomy on their ears? That's pretty cool. What can I say? Oh wait. Excuse me, you can't see Clip Studio Paint? Yes, you can see Clip Studio Paint. Okay, there you go. Well, today we'll be doing the background, which presumably will be pretty easy comparatively, and we'll be cleaning up anything that we've failed to properly do, I suppose, on the colour section. Let's take off our text, art, put everything in here. D. We'll be adding a splash of colour to everything. I love a joy radiating from this. Ah, thank you. Be fast, be fun, and be free. Okay, so background probably will be actually quite easy, this one. Because it's just going to be like a blue sky. Okay, hold on. Why is my ref sketch so low down? Don't want to make it too vibrant. In fact, I probably want to make it a bit paler, if anything. Just so it's more closer to a white canvas that's being painted on. That's the kind of vibes we want to give. Pride, art fight, fun! Back to Chicory. Yeah, it does kind of have Chicory vibes. Especially with like the big colour paint. Actually, let's get some green in here, you know? Why not? Give it a sort of morning, slight morning tinge. Okay, I mean, that's like sky, done. Easy. And let's just start blocking out the walls as well, just so we can have a sort of point of reference where we're going to be. My pink, well, no, sorry, dense watercolour, there you go. I don't know what colour necessarily the walls are going to be. Maybe like no, not purple. Sort of kind of greyish, maybe a bit darker than that actually. Because we want the focus of a colour to very much be on D, and the mark she's sort of leaving, rather than I guess this would be the side wall. Rather than this background. It's just kind of mainly here to frame everything. Give it like a nice sort of canvas feel to it. At least that's the aim. This probably should be a bit darker though, is me thinking. And then we get something lighter just to put on top. That's probably a bit too big a brush. A bit small like this maybe. Something like that. I kind of want to change this though, from this purpley colour to, from this blue colour to a bit more of a purpley colour. Let's give it a bit of a warm palette. That way it like severely distinguishes itself from the sun and the sky. I think what I want to do as well is put sort of faint yellowish over here, so we can have like the sun radiating it out. And we'll have sun and clouds. Purplish clouds? No, let's do the sort of like greeny clouds. If we're doing like the morning, I suppose. We need a softer brush. So we get this cloudy shape up in here. But yes, art fight. Starting soon. It's like good warm-ups, if anything. You might be like, oh, shouldn't the warm-up be finishing off the actual Animal Crossing formula? And the answer to that is, it's true, should be. Am I going to finish it in time? Who knows? I will do my best. Sometimes it's a little bit better when you have a timeline to work towards. That way I'm just like, oh, you know, I should actually do this instead of deprioritizing it for literally everything else. 2 out of 25 character sheets done. Are you doing a character sheet for every character? That is going to be crazy. Like I was doing it for my characters, and 9 characters, I was just like, oh, this is so much. Best of luck though. That's crazy. It'd be a great reference point for everyone though to work on. I might get rid of some of mine because they are dated. That's totally fair. Happens all the time. Like I was actually looking earlier and seeing some of the art attacks I've done, and some people how many other characters ended up being archived or similar. Actually, I think smaller crowds, let's keep them down over here. Probably won't achieve that as I'm trying to make them to a good standard. That's fair. Of course, prioritise the ones which you like the best. And all that. Or the ones that you want to see art of, I suppose. We should probably do the sun on a separate layer. Now I think about it. Sun. Reading more. More Tuesday. Awesome. I look forward to it. Okay, so what we're going to do for the sun is this, and we'll have a harder brush of more pure white in the center. Just to give that sort of tinge. And then I'm going to get soft airbrush, yellow. We need to do another layer. I forgot light rays. Because we need this to have a certain layer of transparency to it, soft light. You can barely see it over how bright the sky is. In fact, maybe let's make the sky an incy bit darker. This may be too softer brush. Why am I using such a white colour as well? Maybe I should do linear light. Maybe that would be a bit better. It's too yellow. It's too white. There's no in between. Actually, I think it's probably better if we don't do this sort of striations. Maybe we do like ring lights instead. Let's get out my lens flare brush. So like this. Again, that's too yellow. Shift it slightly. Get a bit of green in there, make it slightly bigger. That's not really green at all. That's way too green. Meet the Artist or a C-Frame type intro thing could just slap C-Frame mathematics over my Meet the Artist. I'm wondering how impressionist you're going to do the paint stroke. I don't know, honestly, at this point. We'll just sort of see what happens. It can all be a mystery. You know what, let's just keep it at that. Actually, it looks a bit weirder now, it's off center. But we're going to turn down that opacity massively. And probably what we should do is we should do little lens flare businesses. Something like this. It's a bit better. Be fun to see it be very brushy, strokey, expressive. Painterly is the word I was looking for. I did think impressionist was a very specific word choice. I was like, fair enough. I don't know. Why don't we do that now? It's going to be the only thing on the foreground, isn't it? Now I think about it, so. Rainbow paint. Let's see what cool brushes I might have, which could be fun. Start with red. Oh, these are my line art brushes. No, these are my watercolor brushes. Does this one have to paint on something first? Okay, interesting. I don't want a bitty one, I don't think. Or do I? That could be interesting. This kind of looks more crayon-y though, doesn't it? one. I'm not feeling that one. What other ones do I have? The gouache brush could be interesting. This one I'm feeling a bit more, to be honest. Time to download more watercolor. I don't really end up using a lot of watercolor. Oil brush could be interesting. Takes forever to draw out though. I tend to not really use watercolor brushes all that much. I don't think it's dry gouache brush. That's too dry. Pointillism. Oh, that's actually that's quite pretty. I have no idea when I downloaded this brush, but for something else maybe. I don't think it works. I don't think it makes sense in this case, sadly. Fin gouache. Okay, painterly brushes, oil paint. I might go with this one. This has the most canvassy looking feel to it, doesn't it? I even might put a texture over the sky to make it more canvassy as well. It's quite a nice one actually as well. It's quite smooth. The density of the paint is super low though. I think this one's too smooth, if anything, actually. I'll go back to this one, unless I have an interesting one over here. That's quite a fun one. These ones kind of look like they're being drawn onto a canvas in the first place. I kind of want to make it seem like it's being drawn onto glass, though, I guess. I don't really know what that looks like. What are these? That's going to take forever to draw with. Why are these ones so blurry? I do actually kind of like that one. Or do I like this one? It's really hard to tell. I guess I like the way that this one layers. So I'm sort of going back and forth, the same sort of brushes over and over again. Actually, this one layers in quite a fun way as well. The thing is, it just takes too long for it to get down. Actually, I'm not sure if it layering makes much sense now I think about it, if it's meant to be one continuous brush stroke. Because then we need that sort of sense of motion, don't we? That's a good point. I didn't really think about that. I think also what I need to do is probably have better guidelines down. Much clearer guidelines. So as good as this is, it's a bit difficult to know where the regions are. The pointillism one is pretty cool. Okay. Did I manage to divide them up evenly? Not really, this one's too big. One, two, three, four, five, six. How many colours does that LGBT flag have? It only has 6? Rainbow flag. I should probably know this. Yeah, it's 6. Okay, so let's divide it in half. Okay, let's turn off this refined sketch for one. That's highly distracting. It's not even. Keep it even. It's not thirds. That's about equal thirds. Probably make it wider as well, actually. Or make it wider at this part. If anything, a bit narrower at this part. Nah, maybe let's just leave it as it is. Okay. Pointed on Lism on Snap. That's fair. Or is it this one? See what it looks like. Why don't we go for it? Try something different. Hold on, wait. Is this a brush which changes based off a secondary color? Or is it always the same? Looks like it's always the same. I think it just goes in color variations throughout, near the color you chose. That's what it looks like to me. I wonder if we can change how it does that. Like, can we make it even more? It's kind of like a, yeah, color jitter. Ooh, hold on. We can. Okay, let's change it a bit more. Let's make it about 105? 110? Saturation. How much saturation just do we want? Let's keep that at 0. Luminosity. Keep that at 0. That's probably a bit too much. It's now reaching outside its actually color. Its color profile. That's pretty fun though. Maybe again a bit too high still. Okay, I think that's better. So we got to make sure. Okay, we got to make sure as well then that we choose colors which are distinct enough from each other on the color wheel. Otherwise, we'll get way too much overlap and it will not look good. Let's go red, orange, yellow, and green. We'll take a light green, blue. I don't know what blues usually. I guess we could use the actual official colours from Rainbow Flag. Now I think about it. That's close enough. Okay. I'm just a bit worried that red, orange, yellow is a bit close together, but we'll see. Oh gosh, it can only take a few strokes, otherwise it looks weird. Okay. Let's get rid of the ones which go outside the guidelines. Basically do it in 3 strokes. I think I could do one on one day if I had it do size by pen pressure. Because I don't know if it's on that right now. Ugh. I forget where that is. Is it in ink? Brush size. Brush tip. Oh well, whatever. We'll just keep it going, keep it going. I want to choose a yellow more greenish than that, I think. I think probably just for yellow, I'm going to turn down the ink jitter for color jitter. I think it goes too far into, yeah, it goes too far into the other things. It lost its identity. What's happened over here? The oranges far overstepped your bounds. Oh yeah, should be good. I've got pins and needles in my foot. Code red, code red. Okay, then turn it up for green again. We might even need it higher on green, to be honest. Because the green and blues are very stretched out. Try 100. It's probably a bit too far. 90? That seems like a better balance. And a more mid-green. Okay, there you go. A mid-blue. Oh, what a pretty colourful blue. Okay, just get rid of all of those. Maybe a few of those as well. And purple. Okay, that looks pretty well. I think what I'm going to do is also I'm going to go underneath it with some darker colours to actually fill it out a bit while not losing its depth of colours. Just to fill it out a bit more. So dreamy, I love this blue and green like a mythical beast scale. What's going on? Hold on. When you get affiliated by Twitch, you need to add stretch breakpoints. That'd be cool. I think Twitch affiliate is like you need 100 followers or something. I don't remember off the top of my head. But when that happens, it'll happen. Actually, maybe the base layer underneath should not be a pointillism. Maybe I should just do it in between this, I don't know. Maybe we should turn down that green. Oh, that's way too dark. Actually, this entire thing is probably a bit too bright. Excuse me. I'm feeling this yellow might be a bit too bright yellow. darker green. Maybe this would be better as a pale green instead. Probably because of lack of colour variation in the green. It's making it a bit of an issue. Maybe I should have done a bit more than 70. I kind of want it to vary between... Maybe I should have upped its luminosity for this then. Let us... Well, I could have just increased the density. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Whoa, what on earth? Just reset that. I have no idea what I've done on that now. Okay. Let's instead take some of these blues. Actually, why don't we underpaint with a teal instead of a green? Maybe that'll be better. It's because the green itself is just such a... okay. Why don't we lock onto some colours and introduce an artificial coloration. I could just repaint the green part. That's a good point. Could do that. That's good. Looks quite nice doubled up. Let us see if we can actually do this in a way which doesn't ruin everything. Soft brush. Erase this green core. Replace it with something with a bit more colour variation. What is going on? Why is it erasing things? Oh no, I'm locked on. There you go. Oh, it's because I got this on random, is that why? And pressure random. seems too much, too much. The balance must be found. Maybe let's just skew it more to blue. And then just turn it down a little bit. Where did all the blue go? Just this part up here. Have I made it stronger? Made this turn down the opacity. Actually, I think it's probably okay. I think it's just the green colour chosen here. It's probably needs to change a little bit. Let's not use this green. Let us use slightly darker green up here. And then keep the light one down there. And have the blue bleed in. And the yellow. Just looks so solid. What happened to your color variation, green? How far backwards can we go? Try again. Try again. The tips seem to be. It's like all color variation goes when it goes too small. I think that's probably okay. Okay. Just had to change the colors as we went along for green. Interesting. Wunderbar. Okay, that's a backup. Backup gone. We don't need backups where we're going. Okay, just let some of these colours blend for a little bit more. And we'll probably make it more translucent later. What's going on with the brush size here? not have ink? Does not pen pressure on, that's why. A brush to be visible. We want it eradicated. And then probably toned down just a bit. We did some weird blending layers. Whoa. Blending layers not working. This makes it much more vibrant. Okay, do we want it more vibrant? I think maybe. But let's sort out what's going on over here as well first. Now I think about it. Ah! It should be like this, and this is probably where brush rainbow. Actually, we should probably do this on Dee's thing herself. I don't know what this is, because this part should probably just be solid paint. Just make it consistency. Is that what I'm drawing? It feels like something you'd see in Neopets, a sort of rainbow brush. I actually think it should probably solidify more up here. So you don't really want to see the underlying brush line art, I think, here. I don't want it to blend together with this part. In my opinion, your mileage may vary. Might want to also a bit of a harsher cut off here. This blur makes it look a bit weird, I think. Okay. I think we're getting there. And why don't we just have like a pink colour here on this brush as an alternative? It's quite a vibrant pink, don't want it that vibrant, do I? Maybe I should just keep it as a rainbow over here. Bring these guidelines down. Oh wait, bring this rainbow palette down. What the heck? What kind of pasted it as a weird layer type? Rainbow. That's not how you spell rainbow, but whatever. Palette. Neopets or retro painting program. That's so true. That's what Neopets actually is. All along. Make everything a rainbow. Well, maybe not everything, but you know what I mean. How is it physically possible? Don't ask. So I do think that things should probably curl up more here. So I kind of want all the colours to be at least originating in the paint bucket, right? Where'd you buy that rainbow paint? Oh, I bought it at whatever near pet paintbrush shop is called. The secret is each paint needs to be consisted of a different sort of chemical material, such that they're immiscible with each other and will never mix. So I've alternated watercolor and oil paints all in one bucket. That's how I keep them separated. Scientific inquiry. It's got nothing on me. Okay. This is pretty good. I still have the guidelines on for some reason. If anything, it makes me want to make these walls even more drab and boring. And almost makes me want to make the sky drab and boring as well. Feels a bit more symbolic that way, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's take some saturation out of the sky. Oh, actually, I have an interesting idea. Okay, saturation out of the sky. And a saturation in the sky. Turn it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mask. Gradient. Oh wait, it would be this way around, wouldn't it? There we go. Repainting the world. I think the sky now looks, the sun now looks too bright. Or the light rays do. I think maybe I'll keep the sky as a sort of bluish. Let's not overcomplicate it. Keep it as a bluish sort of thing. Alright, I think that's fun. I wonder if we should make it even more apparent. Make the sky like really blue. It's probably better actually. Lay it on thick. Have like a sort of conical shape for saturation, so it's like flowing out from the paintbrush. Okay, for walls. I guess we should start with them in colour then. I guess only this one will be in colour, and that back wall won't be, will it? Oh no, tangent. What? Oh. I got an eraser on, that's why. I was like, why did that not work how I wanted? Probably doesn't need to be that blurry, huh? I'm not going to do anything crazy for walls, just put like theoretical bricks in. So let's not do anything crazy. Just something to give the impression of a wall. Actually, I don't want to do it like this. I retract. I want to do it like... I guess, let's make it regimented. I'm trying to draw a straight line, but my canvas wasn't even straight. I think I rotated that slightly. Still like this. Bricks and mortar, bricks and... bricks and bricks and bricks and bricks. Okay. Color variation in the bricks. Do darker color for this brick, make it a bit more... Ugh. I was gonna say orange, but that looked horrible, so I'll make it red instead. Because bricks often come in different colors. Something, something. Why did I do this on the same layer? That part. Okay, you know what? Make life easier. Don't do that on the same layer. All top. It's always hard to make randomly placed things look natural. I think that's too dark. probably too red as well, those ones. Just a slight colour shift, that's all we need. Nothing crazy. Just enough that you look at it and be like, yeah, that's a wall made out of different bricks right there. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a wall made out of different bricks. Right there, right there. Don't know what I'm going to do with a sidewall. I think actually probably it'll just be mostly one colour. A bit of shading on it, I guess. To make it interesting. The impression of bricks. Instead of actual bricks. Is that all more interesting? Less interesting? You decide. Epic rap battles of building history. Instead of going to Legion. I feel so hot right now. It's like it's heating up here in the UK. Some cracks, I suppose. Let's do cracks instead of bricks down here. Actually no, let's do it instead of up here. Decrepit old building being painted anew. Okay, instead of doing it like this then. Or do the entire background at once, methinks. Merge it, get this saturation 0. Then layer mask. Start erasing. Actually, let's just delete like this. And start drawing back in, if anything. My neckband just arrived, and glossy and sticker paper. Having a pride party on Final Fantasy 14. One of the numerous MMORPGs. So I was like, oh, maybe one day I'll get into that, but I never did. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. The final thing on D, I think, is paint splatters. Also didn't do a makeup. Makeup / splatter. Watching a streamer. Someone gift subbed you. Oh. Let's maybe increase the hardness of this brush once again. As we make everything a cheesy looking rainbow. Don't know if I want to do lipstick on this one, we'll see. Probably not actually on this one. Woo! It's such an ostentatious makeup palette like this. I can't even get purple in. It's too much yellow. That looks ridiculous. Okay, we're keeping it though. The only thing I was thinking of is that these white clothes should probably be a bit more whitish. Methinks. A rare case of wanting maybe to use pure white. I don't know what layer. What is accessories? It should also be grey. What? That's paint. That's the wrong one. I think it should be a darker grey. I also saw that this didn't colour correctly. The base layer as well did not reach all the edges. How much time we got? Basically no time. We can just do a bit of clean up, to be honest, and I think we'll be okay. Because I did colour this incredibly quickly from what I recall last time. But we don't want this to look sloppy and messy. If we can help it, of course. Inevitability, colouring outside the lines. It's what art is all about. White came out here as well. Clean it up, up, up. Or at least clean up the egregious bits and pieces. I think a lot of yellow bled out from everywhere. Too large an expansion in value, it seems. Probably the main parts. Over here. If ever you zoom out and you're like, I can see it, it's too much. I think I can see some here. I think that's probably okay. Okay. There we go. Background done. Cleanup done. Now shading next week. The last week of June. Ugh. That looks pretty nice. Rainbow palette. Bring back the text. Probably get rid of this background part of it. So we can also recolor it to this palette base, right? No, it's probably too dark a purple for it to work, eh? Oh yeah, did I want to make this rainbow more vibrant? Or maybe I make it more vibrant towards the end. Something like that. Partway rainbow. Ah, wrong one. Oh, I didn't do paint splatter on her. Ah, we can do that with shading. Alright, there we go. Lovely last look. Good stuff, everyone. So we'll look to finish this off next time. Actually, is this readable from that small? Maybe we should put a border around the text or something. Dark border? No. Blue border. Maybe we should just not do a border, hey? We'll just do it like that. It's kind of readable. That orange is not quite readable enough, though. Okay, that looks readable. This purple is not readable. I don't know why I'm zooming out. I can actually just look in the top left and see if it's readable or not. Purple. It's impossible. I think it's lilac colour is what I used before. Because I don't like the look of this blue like this. Maybe soften that blue a bit. Oh, actually, we could do something more interesting. Not as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Maybe next time. It's purple. It's unreadable. Because it's on both a light and dark background. Let's just make it way darker. Okay. Wunderbar. There we go. It's coming into fruition. Week number 3, done. Week 4, shaded. Probably an easy shading job, I think, as well. Not much going, nothing crazy going on in terms of light sources, but maybe we have some nice polishing that we've got to do. I'm getting delirious with heat. It's not actually true, but still. It's pretty hot. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming along. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been a DeerDarling live stream. Likes, comments, subscriptions. I can't do the outro without doing the entire thing. So I'll just say, I hope we can see each other again in the next live stream. So until next time, bye bye for now. Neck fan. So true, neck fan. So yeah. Stretch and finals. Cool off and relax. So true. Thank you all for coming. The same parting message I say every single time. Anyway, I'm gonna go have a drink.